In a world often filled with news of conflict and despair, the announcement of the Nobel Peace Prize serves as a powerful reminder of humanity's enduring quest for freedom and justice. This year, on this very day, the 10th of October 2025, the prestigious award has been bestowed upon a figure of immense courage and resilience from Latin America. The Norwegian Nobel Committee has chosen Maria Corina Machado of Venezuela, recognizing her relentless and peaceful struggle for democracy in a nation plagued by authoritarian rule. This decision shines a global spotlight not just on one woman's bravery, but on the profound aspirations of millions of Venezuelans who yearn for a return to liberty and the rule of law. It is a moment of immense pride and validation for a movement that has often felt isolated and embattled. The committee's citation was clear and direct, honoring Machado for her tireless work promoting democratic rights for the people of Venezuela and for her struggle to achieve a just and peaceful transition from dictatorship to democracy. This is no small feat in a country where political dissent is met with severe repression. For years, Machado has been the face of an opposition that was once fractured and demoralized, managing to unite disparate political factions under a single, powerful demand: free and fair elections. Her unwavering commitment to non-violent resistance has provided a moral compass for a generation of activists, proving that even in the darkest of times, the fight for democratic principles can be sustained with integrity and determination. The award comes at a critical juncture for Venezuela. After years of political turmoil, economic collapse, and a massive humanitarian crisis that has seen millions flee the country, the international community's attention has often wavered. Machado's Nobel Prize victory forcefully brings Venezuela back to the center of the global stage. It is an undeniable acknowledgement of the legitimacy of her cause and the democratic aspirations of the Venezuelan people. The prize money, a sum of 11 million Swedish crowns, will no doubt be a significant resource, but the symbolic value of the gold medal and the diploma far outweighs any monetary figure, offering a shield of international protection and a platform to amplify her message. For many observers, this prize is not just for Machado, but for every Venezuelan who has dared to dream of a different future. It honors the students who have protested on the streets, the journalists who have reported the truth at great personal risk, and the ordinary citizens who have endured immense hardship while holding on to the hope of change. As the world celebrates her achievement, the message is clear. Maria Corina Machado is not just a political leader. She has become a living symbol of a nation's unbreakable spirit. Her journey from a private citizen to a Nobel laureate is a testament to the power of individual conviction in the face of overwhelming state power, a story that will inspire generations to come. Maria Corina Machado was not always a political firebrand. Born in Caracas in 1967 into a prominent family, her early life pointed towards a career far from the turbulent world of Venezuelan politics. She pursued a rigorous academic path, earning a degree in industrial engineering from the prestigious Andrés Bello Catholic University. Her initial professional life was spent in the private sector, applying her skills in a field governed by logic, numbers, and efficiency. This background in engineering instilled in her a pragmatic and results-oriented approach, a characteristic that would later define her political activism. It was a world of structure and problem-solving, a stark contrast to the chaotic and often irrational landscape of the political arena she would eventually enter, driven by a sense of civic duty. The turning point in Machado's life came with the rise of Hugo Chavez and the growing polarization of Venezuelan society. Witnessing the gradual erosion of democratic institutions and civil liberties, she felt compelled to act. In 2002, she co-founded Sumate, a non-governmental organization with a simple yet profound mission: to promote and defend the political and electoral rights of Venezuelan citizens. Sumate, which translates to join up, quickly became a formidable force in civil society, organizing volunteers across the country to monitor elections, educate voters, and advocate for transparency. It was through this grassroots work that Machado discovered her true calling, channeling her organizational skills into building a popular movement dedicated to safeguarding democracy. Sumate's success, however, did not go unnoticed by the government. The Chavez administration and later the government of Nicolas Maduro viewed the organization with deep suspicion. They accused Sumate of being a front for foreign intervention, alleging that it received funding from American entities like the CIA to destabilize the country. These accusations, though never substantiated with credible evidence, were used to justify a campaign of legal and political persecution against Machado and her colleagues. She was charged with treason and conspiracy, a clear attempt to intimidate her into silence and dismantle the organization she had built. This was her baptism by fire, a harsh introduction to the personal costs of challenging an authoritarian state. Despite the immense pressure, Machado refused to back down. The government's attacks only seemed to strengthen her resolve and elevate her public profile, transforming her from a civic activist into a national political figure. She transitioned from her role in Sumate to elected office, serving as a member of the National Assembly, where she became one of the most vocal critics of the government. Her engineering background gave her a unique ability to dissect government policies with sharp, data-driven arguments, while her passion ignited the hopes of a growing opposition. Her journey from a quiet engineer to a defiant dissident was complete, setting the stage for an even greater role in Venezuela's struggle for freedom. Standing up to an entrenched authoritarian regime carries a heavy price, and Maria Corina Machado has paid it many times over. Her unwavering defiance has made her a primary target of the Maduro government, which has deployed its entire state apparatus to silence her. The challenges she has faced are a catalogue of repression. She has been physically assaulted by pro-government mobs inside the National Assembly, subjected to a relentless barrage of character assassination in state-controlled media, and faced politically motivated legal charges designed to cripple her career. The government barred her from holding public office, a blatant maneuver to prevent her from running in the 2024 presidential election, despite her overwhelming victory in the opposition's primary. Each action was designed to break her spirit and erase her from the political map. The persecution has extended beyond the political and legal realms, forcing Machado to live a life under constant threat. In the past year, as her movement gained momentum, the dangers intensified, compelling her to live in hiding to avoid arrest or worse. Yet, she made the courageous decision to remain in Venezuela, refusing to abandon her people for the safety of exile. Her physical presence in the country, even while clandestine, served as a powerful symbol of resistance. Her detention during an anti-government protest in January 2025 sent shockwaves through the international community, highlighting the perilous reality for opposition figures in Venezuela. It was a stark reminder that for Machado, the fight for democracy is not an abstract ideal, but a daily, life-threatening struggle. Adding to the complexity of her position is the controversy surrounding her international connections. While her bravery has earned her widespread admiration, her open embrace of support from certain foreign figures has drawn criticism. Her most notable and contentious alliance is with former United States President Donald Trump, who has frequently praised her as a freedom fighter and advocated for her safety. After winning the Nobel, Machado explicitly dedicated the prize to Trump for his support, a move that, while cementing her ties with a powerful ally, also alienated some and provided ammunition for her detractors. The Venezuelan government has long used such connections as proof of her being a puppet of American imperialism, a narrative aimed at discrediting her patriotic credentials. This international dimension of her struggle has made her a polarizing figure on the world stage. While figures like United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio have lauded her as the Venezuelan Iron Lady, others, including critics of American foreign policy, view her association with Trump with skepticism. This dynamic places Machado in a difficult position, navigating the treacherous waters of international geopolitics while trying to lead a domestic movement. It highlights the difficult compromises that leaders of besieged democratic movements sometimes make, seeking support from wherever it may come, even if it brings its own set of political complications and controversies. Her path is a tightrope walk between national liberation and international alignment. The announcement of Maria Corina Machado as the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize laureate was met with a chorus of international reactions, reflecting the deep geopolitical divides her cause represents. While the United Nations and numerous democratic nations celebrated the decision as a victory for human rights, authoritarian regimes and their allies were quick to condemn it. Russian President Vladimir Putin criticized the committee for damaging the prize's reputation, while the White House, disappointed that Donald Trump was overlooked, accused the committee of placing politics over peace. This illustrates the contentious nature of the award. It was not merely an honor for an individual, but a political statement that forced nations to show their hand on the Venezuelan crisis. The controversy was further fueled by Machado's own words. Her immediate dedication of the prize to the people of Venezuela and to President Trump for his steadfast support was a bold and calculated statement. It acknowledged a crucial international ally who had lobbied for her release and consistently championed her cause. However, this public gratitude also inextricably linked her Nobel victory with the polarizing figure of Donald Trump, who had aggressively and ultimately unsuccessfully campaigned for the prize himself. For the Nobel Committee, which stressed its independence from external lobbying, Machado's win was based on her own merits. But in the court of global public opinion, the lines became blurred, sparking a fierce debate about the intersection of peace, politics, and powerful personalities. Regardless of the international controversy, the significance of this Nobel Prize for Venezuela cannot be overstated. For a population exhausted by years of crisis, it is a monumental injection of hope and a powerful validation of their long and painful struggle. The award provides Machado with an unparalleled platform to broadcast the plight of her country to a global audience, ensuring that the world cannot look away. It also offers her a degree of protection. Harming a Nobel laureate carries far greater diplomatic consequences, potentially shielding her from the government's worst impulses. The prize re-energizes the democratic opposition, giving them renewed purpose and international legitimacy as they continue to push for a peaceful and electoral solution to the crisis. Ultimately, the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize is more than an award. It is a catalyst. It has the potential to reshape the political dynamics within Venezuela and alter the international community's approach to the country's long-standing dictatorship. For Maria Corina Machado, it is the ultimate recognition of a life dedicated to a single, unyielding principle: that the people of Venezuela deserve to live in freedom. As she prepares to accept the prize in Oslo this December, her victory stands as a powerful testament to the idea that even in the face of tyranny, one person's courage can illuminate the path towards a democratic future, inspiring not only her own nation, but all who fight for freedom around the world.